Hi, I'm Harry,
And I'm Josh.
members of the team here at Cheap Mortgages. Today we're going to be going through the different types of mortgages there are, how to get one, and what can be done once you have one.
Now, a mortgage is probably the largest financial decision a person can make. There are many different types of mortgages, but there will be one out there that is right for you, so it's important to make sure you're exploring all the options. Cheap mortgages are specialists in acquiring you the funding you need. We provide a service to our clients, which ensures even the most difficult of applicants are taken care of.
The first we'll be looking at are residential mortgages. Residential mortgages are ones against residential property which the person plans on living in. They are one of the most common available. A lender lends the money needed for the property and receives the money back over a period of time with interest on top. There are different rates and ways in which a person can pay the money back to the lender. A fixed rate is where the rate of interest you will pay is set and won't change for the period of time. The main thing to note with a fixed rate is that irrespective of what the Bank of England base rate is doing, your interest rates will remain the same for the period of time agreed upon with the lender. After this, the lender's standard variable rate will kick in, and usually borrowers will look to secure a new deal either with the same lender or remortgage to a new provider.
A tracker is when the rates are subject to change and can move up or down. This time they do follow the Bank of England base rate and will shift at the same rate the base rate does. You can take a deal which tracks for 2, 3 or 5 years and then moves on to the lender's standard variable rate, or you may be able to take a product where it tracks for the term of the mortgage. A capped rate is a variable rate, usually a tracker or a discounted rate, but which has the benefit of a limit to the maximum interest payable. This means it is similar to a tracker mortgage in that it follows the base rate but will not go above a certain rate, for example 5%. Again, the capped rate will be in place for 2, 3 or 5 years before going back onto the lender's standard variable rate.
The second type we'll be looking at is buy-to-let mortgages. A buy-to-let is fairly self-explanatory in that it allows a person, usually a landlord, the ability to purchase a house with the intention of letting it out. The aim being that the rent acquired will cover the cost of the repayments and allow the owner a little bit extra to take as profit. One thing to be aware of for buy-to-let mortgages is that the interest rates charged are usually higher than those of commercial mortgages, as lenders see them as being a riskier investment.
Next is a bridging loan. A bridging loan is a sum of money that a property owner can get from lenders to help bridge the gap between the selling of an old property and the buying of a new one. They are considered quick loans but usually come with very high interest rates. Usually for the time they are desired and given they are quite desperate. Borrowers tend to be okay with paying these fees.
And finally we have development finance. Development finance is for residential property development and is usually for the purpose of purchasing land which the developer wishes to develop into new residential properties. Funds can also be received in stages following the purchase for the use of developing the properties themselves.
Cheap mortgages are specialists in acquiring you the finance you need when it comes to bridging and development finance, but also have an extensive range of lenders which we work with on a day-to-day basis to ensure we can get our clients not only the finance they need on properties, but the best rates and payback schemes to suit their financial needs. If you have a query or need help with something, then complete our online application available on our website.
If there are any mortgage, financing issues or inquiries that you would like us to take a look at or are just looking for some information, then please don't hesitate to give us a call on our free phone 0800 56 77 882 or drop us an email to info@cheapmortgages.biz.